is the ultimate computer replacement. After 2 years of using an iPad for all my laptop needs, I found the iPad is one of the best purchases you can make. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoni. I'm a self-taught web developer, and around 2 years ago I purchased an iPad Pro, and it was one of the best purchases I've ever made. What makes the iPad such a good purchase and the iPad great in general? One of the many amazing reasons the iPad is such a great purchase is photo editing. When photo editing on a typical computer, you have to use your mouse and you have to be very precise about what you select. When editing on the iPad, you have an Apple Pencil, and the Apple Pencil just as precise as a regular pencil, way more precise than a mouse or your fingers. Handwritten notes where the iPad really shines, but come on, who really wants a stylus?
Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck.
No, I'm not going to make you watch that clip the 1,000th time. Unlike a regular style computer, if you're in a math class and you want to get down an equation on your computer, that's a pain. You have to open up a document, you have to start typing it all, and sometimes it can't work properly because you don't handwrite it. But with an iPad, whip out your Apple Pencil and boom, maths equations. That easy to write on an iPad compared to regular old typing. And handwritten notes on your iPad are amazing. It's 120Hz screen, which feels just like writing on paper, but it's fast response. But wait a minute, why not just use paper then? Well, with paper you need to carry around all your pens, your pencils with you, you need to carry around notebooks, and if you're somewhere you're not going to have your notes on you. The iPad, all you need is your iPad and your Apple Pencil, and you can even look at your notes on your phone if you want to. The iPad is also great for word processing, although you'll need an external keyboard to word process on an iPad unless you're going to be typing on a touchscreen, which is a bit of a pain. Consuming media on your iPad is one of its greatest features, due to the fact the iPad was originally made for consuming media. Reading on your iPad is great thanks to its huge display, which you can change to any brightness or color temperature you'd so desire. There are also so many great apps to read on your iPad, such as Instapaper, Kindle, Reader 5, Apple Books, and a bunch more. The iPad Pro is definitely one of the best devices for watching videos. Thanks to the iPad's amazing almost 4K like screen, the videos look super crisp on it, although it's no Pro Display XDR. Think of a Pro Display XDR. Over the past 2 years, I've used almost every major known keyboard on my iPad. I have found that not every keyboard is created equally, some of their advantages and some of their disadvantages. The Smart Keyboard Folio is one of the best keyboards you can get for your iPad Pro. Has the best experience of taking it in and out of the case, thanks to no clamps, and uses the iPad 90 magnets. You had that right, 90 magnets to connect to it. 2 viewing angles. One which I use quite a lot, and the other one which I don't particularly see use for it. I mean, come on, who wants this angle? Also one of the lightest keyboards you can get for your iPad. There's a long list of pros to the Smart Keyboard Folio. Its only con is about uses the butterfly keyboard mechanism, although thankfully unlike your MacBooks that use a butterfly keyboard mechanism, these keys ain't getting stuck anytime soon because Apple put fabric on top of your keyboard. People don't like typing experience, I don't mind it. It definitely feels better than MacBook with butterfly keyboards. The Smart Keyboard Folio uses the Smart Connector to connect to the iPad. This means no worrying about Bluetooth connections disconnecting or anything like that, and yes, that's more common than you think. Bridge. The Magic Keyboard, the best keyboard made for the iPad. There's no competing with it. It's the easiest to take in and out, it floats any angle you want, the best typing experience. Trackpad may be small, but it works amazingly, and no one online has had a single complaint of the trackpad being small. It's clearly the superior iPad keyboard case in my opinion, though a bit overpriced, coming in at $300 to $350. Only complaint the Magic Keyboard is on the 11-inch version, the smaller key space, but that's not anything Apple can fix, so smaller iPad, smaller keyboard. Oh, and also can't forget the lack of function, which isn't really a big deal to me, but a lot of reviewers seem to go on and on about how much they want a function. Now, I've also had a great experience with Logitech Slim Folio Pro, but I'm not going to include that here because I've not actually got anything bad to say about that one. Oof, the Bridge keyboard, a lot of bad stuff to say about that one. In fact, I sent this one back after a month of usage. For one, it's the biggest keyboard of them all. It's the thickest, it's the heaviest, and it just looks ugly in my opinion. It's like you put 2 MacBooks top of each other. But to make it more Mac-like, Bridge included these little clamps you attach your iPad to, but these clamps, first of all, are terrible. Lots of reviewers have complained about broken units. Second of all, lots of reviewers have also complained about broken glass screen protectors. And third of all, they don't work, they just fall over. The case is also heavy and bulky. This keyboard experience does not make up for any of those issues at all. This keyboard is terrible compared to the likes of Apple and Logitech. The keyboard has short travel with a mushy feeling. It kind of feels like there's something stuck underneath the keys. But surprise, there's nothing stuck underneath there. The keys are somewhat smaller than the Apple and Logitech keys on their keyboard, even though they're all the same size. I don't know how Bridge managed to do it, but Bridge should get an award for the world's worst iPad keyboard case. And it doesn't even use a smart connector, it uses Bluetooth, which likes to disconnect every 5 minutes. It takes 3 seconds to reconnect. Its only benefit is that it's a 3-month battery life and uses USB-C to charge. Without good apps, the iPad is kinda useless. What's that? You're looking for a good note-taking app? Introducing Notion, the current cool kid on the block over the old boomer Evernote. Notion allows you to do everything, I mean everything. To-do list, bam. Kanban boards, bam. Writing, bam. This, that, the other, bam. Notion's got it, you want it, you get it. If you have not tried out Notion yet, I'd recommend trying Notion out. I mean, it's free, why not? The iPad comes with Apple Notes, but to be honest, Apple Notes sucks for text-written notes and handwritten notes. I've not found a single good use yet. Apple Notes. Allow me to introduce GoodNotes. Unlike most note-taking apps, GoodNotes offers the best hierarchy for storing all your notes. You can also import PDFs to be used as templates, or templates in general, into GoodNotes. GoodNotes just make taking handwritten notes a lot easier than any other app I've tried so far. Although I have not tried Notability, and I do want to try it soon. Yes, there is Photoshop on the iPad, but come on, it sucks. Everyone knows that. Affinity Photo is the better Photoshop for iPad than Photoshop. Affinity Photo allows you to do almost everything you can do on the desktop version of Photoshop, and a lot of that stuff is missing from the mobile version of Photoshop on your iPad. And unlike Photoshop, they don't charge a subscription fee. It costs $20 to get it on your iPad, and you can pay $50 to get it on your Mac too. Lightroom on my iPad is just one of those musts. Lightroom allows me to edit all my pictures, my thumbnails, to Instagram photos, to everything. Drafts was the app I used for all my text before Notion. Drafts allows me to still take all my quick notes as it works offline and beautifully at the Apple ecosystem. You can create actions in Drafts to send stuff to other apps using Siri shortcuts, JavaScript, and built-in actions in Drafts. It's just pure amazingness. Drafts works so well with the Apple ecosystem thanks to iCloud Sync that syncs all your notes between every single one of your devices. Yeah, I'm sure you all saw Siri shortcuts coming. I mean, how can this be an iPad video about Siri shortcuts? If you want to use your iPad any more like a computer, Siri shortcuts is the best thing you can learn. Shortcuts are used to automate a lot of tedious and repetitive tasks on your iPad, and even allows you to do stuff on your iPad that should not be possible. There are plenty of shortcuts I use on a daily basis to make my life a lot easier. You should definitely check out some shortcut YouTubers such as Christopher Lawley and Matthew Cassinelli. Link down below. So those are my thoughts on your iPad after 2 years. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other videos. Thank you for watching and see you later.